Hello, students. Do you know why we use tools like scales, measuring tapes, and rods? They all have the same purpose to help us measure the exact length of an object. However, each tool is designed differently to suit specific needs. Today, in this video, we will learn about different ways to measure length, the importance of standard units, various types of motion we encounter in our daily lives, and much more. How do we measure? First, let's think about how we measure things. People have different ways to measure things. Traditional methods involved using body parts like hand span, foot, and arm length. Have you ever seen someone use their hand or foot to measure something? It's fun, but think about it. If my hand is smaller than yours, we might measure the same thing and get different results. That's why we need a more consistent way to measure. This takes us to our next topic: standard units. So, to make measurements consistent for everyone, countries around the world decided to use standard units. This system is called the International System of Units. The basic unit for length is the meter, or m, and it's the same no matter where you go. We also use smaller units, like centimeters and millimeters, or larger ones, like kilometers, depending on the size of what we are measuring. Let's see how we can measure accurately with these units. Correct way of measuring length. Now, even with a standard unit, we have to make sure we measure accurately. For example, if you want to measure the length of your desk, first make sure the ruler is touching it along its length. Then, position your eye directly above the ruler to avoid any mistakes. If the end of the ruler is broken, no worries, you can start from another full mark, like 1 centimeter, and then subtract it at the end. These little tips help us measure just right. But what if we need to measure something with a curve? Let's check this out in the next topic: measuring the length of a curved line. Measuring curved lines can be tricky, but we have some tools for that too. For curves, we use flexible tools, like a measuring tape that bends around shapes. Another clever way is to use a thread or string. Place it along the curve, then measure the thread with a ruler. This way, we can measure things like the edge of a bottle or the curve of a road. Now that we know how to measure straight and curved lines, let's talk about how we describe the location of a thing or where something is. Describing position. To describe position, we use something called a reference point. Imagine you're on a road trip and you see kilometer stones along the highway. Each stone shows how far you are from a certain city, like Delhi. In this case, Delhi is our reference point, or the home base we measure from. It helps everyone understand exactly where they are. Now, let's think about what happens when objects are at rest versus when they're in motion. Moving things. Look around you. Do you see anything moving? Maybe a bird flying or a fan spinning. When an object changes its position over time, it's in motion. When it stays in the same place, like a tree or a parked car, it's at rest. Here's a fun example. If you're sitting on a moving bus, you're at rest inside the bus, but someone on the sidewalk sees you moving. So, whether something is in motion or at rest depends on where you're looking from or the reference point. Let's move on to the different ways things can move. Types of motion. There are 3 main types of motion, each with a unique way of moving. Let's explore. Linear motion. When something moves in a straight line, like a falling ball or marching in a parade. Circular motion. This is when something moves in a circle, like a merry-go-round or the wheels of a bike. Oscillatory motion. This is back and forth motion, like a swing in a playground. It moves back and forth around a fixed point. Every type of motion has its own special way of moving. Now, let's wrap up by reviewing what we learned. Next time you measure something or see something moving, remember what you learned today. You're all now experts in measurement and motion.